Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So did you hear? Apparently this Breaking Bad actor says Ripple is going to win against the SEC. I don't know if you guys follow or did follow the show Breaking Bad. He was also featured in the spin-off Better Call Saul. This is Daniel Moncada. He was one of the twins in that show, who along with his brother Luis played in the ultra-popular film series Breaking Bad, believes that Ripple fintech behemoth will win the lawsuit against the SEC regulator. And he told David Gokhshtein about that as he joined the discussion sparked by the crypto influencer on the issue. So here's his tweet right down here. It's just attached to this article here. David Gokhshtein, will Ripple win against the case against the SEC? And Daniel Moncada, he says, yes, sir. So clearly he's got an opinion. Obviously he dabbles in cryptocurrency. I believe it said somewhere here in this article that he was part of some kind of NFT project, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, now we're getting celebrities, guys. Celebrities even stating that the SEC just doesn't stand a chance. And here's the XRP chart on the daily right now, trading at 47.3 as of the time of this recording. All last week, XRP did see a huge turn to the upside. And this past week, we've seen, a mix, a bit of bearish, a bit of bullish momentum. It is forming a bullish pennant overall, though, on the daily. And if I throw this on the 4-hour, you guys can probably see that a little better there. So there is that bullish pennant pattern. And even within the micro time frame here, we are also forming what is looking like a bullish pennant pattern. XRP is not relenting one bit. And this trend is also being reflected with regards to institutional investors. This one coming from Michael Branch here on Twitter. Institutional investors are shorting Bitcoin while betting big on XRP and ADA. Institutional investors have throughout the month of September, okay? So today, October 1st, and they got the figures for last month, added to their bets against the flagship cryptocurrency Bitcoin by buying up products shorting BTC, while also betting on products offering exposure to XRP, ADA, and multiple other assets. According to Crypto Compare's latest digital asset management review report, for the first time in 2 years, the average daily volumes of the exchange-traded products on the report dropped below $10 million, after falling nearly 80% from this year's high recorded in January. The report details that institutional investors looking to gain regulated exposure to the digital asset space are likely to turn to the growing number of crypto investment products, such as those contained in the report, and adds that these make cryptos more accessible to investors because they can be traded on traditional stock exchanges. So a growing number of crypto investment products, and I don't know if you guys remember when institutions first started dabbling into cryptocurrency, it was kind of like, okay, there's the Bitcoin Trust, and maybe we'll take a look at Ethereum, but that was kind of it. I mean, the mega investors, the VCs, the guys behind the scenes, they were always interested in, especially the ones who were already in the crypto space. Those guys were already interested and invested in the coins that solve problems. But I'm talking about Wall Street now, okay? The big money, the Kevin O'Leary's of the world, the hedge funds. These guys are now looking at products, and they're taking short bets on Bitcoin, but long bets on some of these cryptocurrencies that solve problems. And I'm starting to think that Max Keiser is getting a little upset about this. Fred Rispoli posted this. Don't understand why Max Keiser is defending the SEC, considering the amazing work he has done for decades in showcasing the SEC to Wall Street revolving door of corruption. So for those of you guys who don't know Max Keiser, might not understand his history, Max Keiser, very pro-Bitcoin, Bitcoin maximalist, and nothing else. And so he tries to tear down every single cryptocurrency, basically, other than Bitcoin. Of course, he's got a big vested interest in Bitcoin, and I mean, the reasons are obvious. He claims that Bitcoin is the one and the only one that is going to provide freedom for everybody on Earth and democratize payments and all that jazz. He posted this: the SEC is right to shut down anything not Bitcoin as an unregistered security. You're defending a criminal racket if you're defending Ripple and XRP. Shame on you. Retweeting out Eleanor Turret's tweet from the other day. So there is a bit of an about face here with Max Keiser, and Stéphane Hubert also just pointing this out. He cannot stop. Apparently, he's put out several tweets like this. I mean, he has the narrative on his side. He has the most powerful authorities on his side. He has the current market on his side, yet out of nowhere, he can't stop tweeting about XRP because he knows. We all know. And so just another Max Keiser tweet here. XRP problems regardless of the SEC. XRP will continue towards zero against Bitcoin. It's basically just centralized garbage. He goes on to say the SEC is not the end, but the beginning of XRP's legal problems. Brad will never stop dumping as long as his paid shills keep grooming suckers. Does he mean me and other YouTubers? I don't even know what he means. by these stupid tweets. I mean, I don't get paid by Ripple. Over the years, people have accused me of being paid by Ripple to have this YouTube channel, and I go, yeah, I wish. I wish I was paid by Ripple to do this. So the misinformation continues, and he just can't stop, and I think it's because Ripple and XRP are finally making headway against Bitcoin, and the joke with this is that had Max Keiser actually purchased XRP a while ago, he would have actually been able to make quite a profitable trade on the conversion. This is the XRP to BTC chart, guys, and I'm going to throw that on the daily for you. Had he purchased XRP even back in the summer, even with his Bitcoin, he could have actually stand to gain on the trade 88% as of today's price, and had he sold at the high from just September 23rd, over 120%. So joke's on you, Max, and I have a feeling that more Bitcoin maxis are learning, painfully mind you, but learning that Bitcoin is just not going to be what they had originally intended. This from the Ben Armstrong Show when he interviewed Connor McLaughlin. They talk a little bit about Ripple and XRP vis-a-vis Bitcoin. Listen to this.
Interesting turn of events would it be if XRP is the thing that kind of saves crypto, right? Because you know how the people feel about XRP. You know how the people not in the community feel about it. Why do you think there's such a big misperception, or is there a misperception of XRP, especially in terms of like centralization, banks, you know, the whole narrative?
Yeah, so I have a feeling, and it took me a while to fully understand, because like I said, I got involved in 2019 and 2020. Same way everyone gets involved, Bitcoin, then Ethereum. And then I learned about XRP, and I actually couldn't wrap my head around why people didn't like it. It was so hard for me to understand. But eventually you just realize is XRP is everything that the Bitcoin maxis always wanted Bitcoin to be in an ideal world. And I hold Bitcoin, I like Bitcoin a lot, but that's XRP is what they wanted Bitcoin to be. And I just don't think they like that. I think because of that, they feel the need to tear XRP down. I mean, Bitcoin's special and Bitcoin will always be great in its own right, but it's never going to be a back-end settlement asset for financial institutions. And I think they just kind of want to move the narrative towards that. Either way, though, I think all the centralization narratives, all that stuff is just made up. It's all FUD. There's really nothing to it.
I agree with his point completely. Now, I don't know how many of you guys saw this video. Not financialadvice.crypto here posted this, why do I hold XRP? I've been joking around with people saying, you know, this is basically my channel over the last 4 years condensed into 2 minutes and 20 seconds. A great job on this video just to get you guys caught up if you haven't seen it already.
Why do I hold XRP? Because Ripple's the chosen one to lead the new global digital payment system, and they use XRP. In 2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto, Ripple. In 2014, the World Bank and Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 countries, put out a report called The Opportunities of Digitizing Payments. 1 year later, the Better Than Cash Alliance featured one crypto company on their website, Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance website, and on the UN's official exchange, Exchange. What crypto is Exchange officially utilizing for their carbon credit solution? XRP. The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple. Who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions, including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America? Ripple. Who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve? Ripple. A former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division? Ripple. Leading Australia's CBDC effort? Ripple. Who hired a former Treasury of the United States? Ripple. 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board? Ripple. 2 former Clinton and Obama advisors, former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany, former business director at Swift, former Swift board member, former CFO of PayPal, former head of the DTCC, former chief business officer at Uber, former VP of Amazon, and former SEC chair on their legal team? Ripple. Who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Mojaloop, IMF's high-level advisory board on fintech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, World Wide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website? Ripple. Now, does Ripple and XRP sound like they're going to disappear, or do they sound like they're part of a much bigger plan? You decide.
Boom goes the dynamite at NFA.crypto here with an amazing video basically summing up why we all love XRP. So the link to this video is in the description if you want to share it with friends and family who still think you're crazy. And there's more going on, guys, especially with the lawsuit. A couple of more amicus filings. This one from James K. Filan. Apparently, iRemit, a global payment remittance company that uses the RippleNet software, has filed an application to file an amicus brief in support of the Ripple defendants. So the motion is down here. Not going to dwell on this too much, but it's looking like things are heating up. In their amicus, they say this position badly misunderstands how XRP is actually used. Indeed, the SEC seems to misconstrue important aspects of the large and growing international cryptocurrency industry, seeking to expand its regulatory authority over markets that have no relationship to its traditional scope of authority. And then down here, they post through its proposed amicus brief. So it's proposed at this point. They have not filed it yet. iRemit offers the court an important perspective that an actual ODL customer that uses XRP, simply put, market participants like iRemit do not use XRP as an investment of any kind. Rather, it is used as a tool for payment transfers. It is used because of its speed, efficiency, and security, not because of any expectation that its inherent value will increase over time. The way in which iRemit uses ODL, which in turn uses XRP in the XRP ledger, demonstrates that these are not, in fact, securities in any sense of the word. In sum, iRemit's perspective as an ODL customer will aid the court in its consideration of the SEC's lawsuit and defendant's motion of summary judgment. For the foregoing reasons, iRemit respectfully requests that the court grant its motion for leave to file in the case of the amicus curiae brief attached as Exhibit A to the accompanying declarations of Brian Farkas. So another push for another amicus brief from iRemit here. And Kashka also just adding to that, Ripple does not pay iRemit to use ODL or XRP. iRemit uses ODL and XRP voluntarily because they benefit iRemit's remittance partners. So an interesting perspective from another Ripple user, this one iRemit. Just some more here from Crypto Cowboy, just giving us some more examples of how iRemit does use ODL. I'll just read you these two top parts because these ones I think I've duplicated. iRemit offers the court a different perspective from a market participant about how ODL and XRP technologies are actually used on the ground. iRemit is one of the many customers of Ripple's ODL technology. ODL is useful for iRemit because XRP and the XRP ledger lower the cost of real-time payments and allow greater customer access to currency markets with a high level of security. Not only that, guys, we've also got this TapJets news. Okay, another one from James K. Filan. TapJets, a private jet charter company, requests to file an amicus brief in support of Ripple. So boom, boom, it feels like they're coming fast and furiously. TapJets accepts XRP in exchange for its services. For TapJets, the acceptance of XRP as payment for services is vital. And Stephanie Starr down here just kind of reiterating some of that with some of these screen grabs. Let me just read you this real quick. TapJets accepts and spends XRP and other digital currencies as a fiat currency alternative by offering digital currency as a solution to the Friday night problem. Among other things, TapJets meets its corporate mission goals while serving the travelers. For the fiscal year of 2021, 48% of TapJets' total bookings were paid in digital currency, including XRP. TapJets projects that the revenue from its digital currencies will continue to grow each year at a rate of 10% and is increasing over fiscal year 2022. TapJets believes that this amicus brief will provide the court with important context regarding the use of XRP as a fiat currency substitute in everyday life and XRP's vitality in commerce and industry, as well as provide the court with the view that TapJet's use of XRP for facilitating payment for private jet bookings is similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And again, guys, I will link all this in the description of the video if you're interested. TapJet accepts and spends XRP and other digital currencies as a fiat currency alternative. So now two companies here really kind of hitting this point home in their proposals for amicus briefs, suggesting that XRP, obviously not a security, and these keep racking up. Attorney Jeremy Hogan also mentioning this, another hour, another amicus, seems that TapJets uses XRP as a form of currency. Again, an argument against the expectations of profits prong of the Howey test. Let the piling on begin. So I think we're at 6 now, 6 amicus briefs, including the original one with John Deaton and the XRP community. Wrath of Kahneman also just talking about this. Another one, amazing stuff. TapJets uses XRP to solve the Friday night problem, immediate funding when banks are closed. So that's the thing, right? Business hours is really what screws up a lot of these companies with regards to cash flow and payments. And so, while utilizing the XRP ledger, they can completely change this. 48% of their business is funded by XRP. I think they actually mentioned cryptocurrency in general and not XRP specifically, just to make a little note there. They also subvert Howey, showing the use of XRP as a currency and not an investment contract. So big news with regards to these latest amicus filings. Wanted to thank Jeremy Hogan, of course, James K. Filan, Cowboy.crypto here, Cashta, and everybody else, just for bringing us up to speed on what is going on with the Ripple SEC case. Now, guys, I also saw this from Do I Hold Xrp, and this was just put out last year. I don't know how long you guys have been in the community, but there was always this question about Western Union, MoneyGram in tight competition. Who was going to use Ripple at the time? And we know about the MoneyGram partnership that apparently fell to the wayside soon after the SEC lawsuit was announced. But then T. Holbetic found this. Okay, this is an IMF working paper, and I've got the working paper up here, guys. Fintech potential for remittance transfers, a Central America perspective. Okay, not brand new, but certainly after the SEC lawsuit was announced in June of 2021. And what they were stating in this particular paper is this, okay? Traditional money transfer operators, as of Q2 2019, historic key players, Western Union and MoneyGram, and they put in brackets here, 200 plus countries each, about 500,000 or 500,000, and 347,000 agents worldwide, respectively, continue to lead the ranking of cross-border remittances. These traditional operators are currently undergoing structural changes. So as of June of 2021, they were undergoing structural changes, and Western Union has partnered with cross-border payment network Thunes, which we know is a Ripple partner, to enable clients to transfer funds directly to mobile wallets using blockchain. And here's the big part. And both Western Union and MoneyGram have partnered with the global settlement and currency exchange network DLT Ripple to provide real-time messaging, clearing, and settlement of remittances. So even though the MoneyGram partnership, that direct partnership with Ripple, didn't look like it panned out and they kind of dissolved that, it looks as though MoneyGram was still running on Ripple. Not only that, their competition, Western Union, is as well. These are two of the largest retail cross-border remittance transfer companies on planet Earth. As you guys can see down here, in over 200 countries, and between them they have over 750,000 agents worldwide, respectively, so people working at those local outlets. And although at the time there was this heated debate, who was going to, jump onto DLT platforms like RippleNet, MoneyGram happened to be the first. Then that partnership dissolved. Since then, MoneyGram started to work with the Stellar Network. As we fast forward to 2022, everybody is getting on DLT technology, and it looks like Western Union and MoneyGram are playing on the same level playing field. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.